This is a screencast for Caesar, Book 5, Chapter 43. On the 7th day of the attack, with a very great wind having sprung up, they began to throw by their slings burning balls of molten white clay and heated javelins upon the huts, which, after the Gallic custom more Gallico, were thatched with straw. These quickly took fire, and by the violence of the wind, the magnitude of the wind, they scattered their flames in every part of the camp. The enemy, with an implied following up their success, with a very loud shout, just as if victory were already obtained and secured, they began to advance their towers and testudas, which is referring to the columns of men with shields over their heads, like tortoise shells, in order to protect themselves, and to climb the rampart with ladders. But so great was the courage of our soldiers, and such was their presence of mind, that though they were scorched, though they were with flame on all sides, and harassed by a great multitude of weapons, and they were aware that all their baggage and all their possessions were burning, not only did no one quit from the rampart for the purpose of withdrawing from the scene, but scarcely did anyone. No, I do not want to install the software update. But scarcely did anyone even then look behind, and they all fought most vigorously and valiantly. This day was by far the most disastrous to our men, or for our men, but it had this result, however, that on that day the greatest number of the enemy was killed and was wounded and was killed. Since they had crowded themselves beneath the rampart itself, and the hindmost part did not give, or was not giving, the foremost to retreat. With the flame, at any rate, having lessened a little, and with a tower having been brought up in a particular place and touching the rampart, the centurions of the third cohort retired from the place in which they were standing, and removed all their men. They began to call on the enemy by gestures and by words, if they wished, or to enter if they wished, but none of them dared to advance. That part is implied, and this is referring to the Neri who do not wish to leave the tower unprotected. So run through that one more time. They began to call on the enemy by gestures and by words to enter if they wished, but none of them dared to advance. Then stones, having been thrown from all parts, the enemy were dislodged and the tower set on fire. All right, and that is Book 5, Chapter 43. Thank you.